दुनिया के मन में है दैट दे थिंक ऑफ इंडिया, अच्छा वहाँ बिजली नहीं है, सड़क नहीं है, गरीब लोग हैं, घर नहीं है. Today those problems are also getting done. And then they look at the infrastructure. The same people who came to Delhi, अब आते हैं पहले एयरपोर्ट की तारीफ करते हैं. Then they say, अच्छा your highways have improved. GPT that you have all seen. This is the first smallest trailer you are seeing. The next 25 years, which is your future, which we know as our Amrit Kal, which will be the journey, our yatra to Viksit Bharat will be in these 25 years, and you are the people who are going to make that journey. Suppose you are now having an assessment of India. What is it in the last few years which has impressed the world? I would say today, probably for the world, the most important thing is that we are today the fastest growing large economy of the world, that we are growing at 7%, that 10 years ago we were seen as a fragile 5 economy, pata nahi in logon ko kya ho jayega, kahin ludak jayenge, but today we are actually a cause of hope, and we are seen actually among the top 5 economies, as I said, likely to be the third. This the world. Because, see, the world is very objective. The world judges things very, very much by very objective criteria. They may like you, but if you do not perform well, they may like you, but they may not respect you. Today, if we are to be respected, and we are respected, I would say one of the main reasons for it today is our economic performance. Is known as a once-in-century challenge. Because last time something like this happened was 100 years ago, something called Spanish flu. Now, people looked at how India did during COVID. We were among the countries initially, in the beginning of 2020, the world, and this is not a speculation. I have myself experienced it firsthand. In 2020, when world leaders first met, एक virtual meeting थी G20 के नेताओं की. And the main, they discussed कि ये COVID को रोकना मुश्किल है, it will come, we can't stop it, इसमें going to be tremendous losses. And the general sense of the meeting was, if there is one country which will not have the ability to deal with COVID, that is India. That is where it began. January 2020. I myself heard it, sitting behind Modi ji. Now, where we began and what we saw in the next 2 years, the same country they worried about, that this country cannot cope. And the reasons for worry was genuine. Because if you looked at our health situation, health preparation, you looked at our manufacturing, you looked at our economy, there was good reason for them to worry about. But that same country produced the mask, it produced the PPE, it produced the ventilator, it produced the medicine, it produced finally the vaccine. And that country with which the world worried about ended up supplying 100 countries with their vaccines. दुनिया के मन में है that they think of India, अच्छा वहाँ बिजली नहीं है, सड़क नहीं है, गरीब लोग हैं, घर नहीं है. Today those problems are also getting done. And then they look at the infrastructure. The same people who came to Delhi, अब आते हैं पहले एयरपोर्ट की तारीफ करते हैं. Then they say, अच्छा your highways have improved, your traffic has improved. They look at the facilities really today across the country. There is great scope for improvement. I'm not saying we are happy. I'm not saying our work is done. In fact, I say through your lifetime you will keep improving it. But they look at our infrastructure. They see today that this is a country which is building almost 30 kilometers of national highway every day. That this is a country, there are other countries where after you actually board airport in Delhi, if any of you go abroad, one thing I will guarantee you, in most countries you will be disappointed at the airport which you get down. Because you will ask yourself, अरे ये तो बहुत पुराने किस्म का airport है, it reminds me of Delhi 20 years ago. So if you look actually today at the change, the growth of infrastructure, the modernization of infrastructure, the road, the rail, as I said, the air traffic, the facilities of various kinds. And then I think there is this sense that this is today a different India because of Make in India.